everyone. Today we got a special guest in the building, Mr. Douglas.
This actually is very confusing.
How you doing, sir?
Hello, sir. And what is your name? Good
Jerry
sir.
Randolph.
Yeah, Mr. Julius Randolph.
Oh, Jerry Randolph.
Jerry. I'll try to remember that.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
sir.
Very nice meeting you, sir.
Nice to meet you,
Please
sir.
have a seat. Please
No
have
problem.
a
No problem. Thank you. Yes. Oh, wow. This is nifty.
seat. How are you? You okay?
Yes, a little bit confused to knowing where I am.
Oh, you're in Albertus Magnus Library.
Albertus Magnus. Where's this location?
It's in New Haven.
New Haven, Connecticut?
New Haven, Connecticut.
Yes, I am very much aware that.
Yeah.
through
Very
my
close,
travels-
very close to Yale.
Oh, very
Yale.
close to Yale.
Yale.
Oh, yes,
Just
Yale.
down the
Very,
street.
very prestigious university.
Yeah.
Man, you got it.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well.
Nice,
Yes, sir.
nice. I have a couple questions for you, sir, if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Ask away.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can you talk about the abolition movement, sir?
The abolition movement.
Yeah.
Yes. Predominantly it was during my early youth, around 30 to 40 years old, during the 1840s and 50s predominantly,
Okay.
before the Civil War,
Okay.
in which I was pretty much using slaves or past slaves that were pretty much trying to get rid of becoming slaves during the early time frames, in which we created groups in which to advise all black people throughout America
Wow.
to end slavery.
Wow, this is so powerful. I can't believe I'm sitting, like I've looked up to you my whole life.
Whole life.
My whole life.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
You look strapping young and everything, Mr. What's it?
Jerry Randolph.
John Randolph.
Jerry Randolph.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Randolph.
Okay. How was slavery during your early life, sir?
Oh, during our early life, it was very treacherous and very devastating. It was very impactful throughout my younger years. When I was around 8 or 9, my aunt was badly whipped from her slave owner during the time in Maryland because
So rough
it was a
times.
very rough time during my
Rough times.
youth. I believe that my mother, I barely knew her actually, and it's safe to say that my father was white during the time frame because of my lighter complexion.
Oh.
I wasn't as dark as most of the slaves that are currently around right now.
Okay. So you know
In the past.
Okay, a lot of people look up to you, so I have to ask you, who was your biggest influencer?
Well, pretty much my biggest influence is the creator of the Columbus Orator, which was my first book
Okay.
that I purchased during my youth when I was working on the shipyard in Baltimore.
Okay, wow. You seem to be so, there's something about you seem to be so worldly, sir. Have you traveled around the world throughout your political career?
Political career, I had some vacations and sorry, you said political.
Yeah,
Political, yes,
Yeah.
sorry about that. I said some information that should not spoke of. I was actually traveling in Oscar's Cliffs of England,
Oh, wow.
pretty much preaching and educating the word,
Amazing.
becoming abolitionists throughout strange countries in which slavery was still occupied at such a
Wow.
harsh term throughout
Wow.
those time frames.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
sir.
So impressed. And also, I've learned that you taught slaves how to read.
Yes, I do.
So what was that about? What made you teach them how to read?
Well, in a way, I was pretty much given back
Okay.
towards the learnings of which I achieved when I was younger.
Okay.
The slave owner during the time frame in Maryland,
Okay.
the headmistress taught me how to read in an early age. I was able to learn how to read the Bible, pretty much help other youths with homework and other types of learnings around. Mainly predominantly the whites, because to her, I was pretty much her most honorable figure source, pretty much different than others, I suppose. I just happened to have a luster and a factual cause of learning,
Okay,
in
wow.
which I had to pass on to further future generations of African Americans.
I'm so amazed. You're such a big and great inspiration for all of us. Your amazing work you have done, sir. I'm very, very blessed that I'm in the same room as you. I'm grateful and happy.
Yes, yes.
Thank
No
you,
problem,
sir.
Mr.
So,
Jeffrey Randolph. Yes.
Jerry Randolph, sir.
Jerry.
Thank
I
you,
will
thank
get
you.
that right later
So,
on. Yes.
what I want to ask you, something that came up in my mind was your wife, Anna Murray.
Anna Murray, yes, Anna Murray, my first wife, yes.
Yeah, your first wife, yeah.
Yes.
She must be a great influencer to you. How did that come into fruition?
Yes, exactly. That was during our youth of times, I believe so. When I was around 20 or 25, depending on the time frame, it's kind of hard to memorize and remember things such a long time ago. I helped her out with her education points as she helped me out in return with becoming a free man.
Okay, wow.
Yes, and we helped each other throughout the time frames in Maryland during our community, in which during the time frames living in Baltimore, I was able to help others, not just dear Anne Murray. I had to help others as well because during the time frame she was very shy, very timid, and needed assistance. And also she guided me the way to freedom as deeply, and everyone was impactfully so, in which everyone gained freedom throughout.
Wow. So amazing. It's so amazing. Like, wow.
What is this?
Wow.
What are you looking at, sir?
I'm looking at the iPhone.
iPhone. What is an iPhone?
iPhone is, in today's technology, is like a smartphone everybody use. We use iPhone to call people, to contact, text.
Text. What else? All these words. This is amazing.
We have
preposterous. Like this thing you have right there.
It's a computer.
A computer.
A MacBook Air.
You just look at it and it just talks to you and stuff.
We use that for school, sir.
School.
Yeah, to write. Yeah.
All colors around the school.
Yeah.
All
and
people.
We also have nowadays, in today's society, a lot of social media where we could connect with people and get inspiration, celebrities you look up to and keep in contact with friends.
Wow, the world is becoming much smaller indeed.
You think so, sir? Oh, wow. Okay. So my next question for you, sir, if you don't mind. I was looking at photos of you, Mr. Douglas, and I saw that you were the 19th century most photographed American. Is that true, sir?
First of all, is self-proclaimed most photographed person in America in the 19th century.
Okay.
Because during my time frame, I was making and doing my speeches to announce the Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh, wow, okay.
Throughout, in which I was gaining notoriety afterwards, as it came into pass on this date of January 1st, 1863, in which it proclaimed from the current president of the United States, which was Abraham Lincoln at the time, in which he ordered the executive order for all 3.5 or 3.6 million Americans all around America to let everyone know of the slave owners that are entitled to all black people in the country will become free and always be free.
Wow. Okay.
Put that into fruition.
Okay. Now I know.
Sir.
Now I know. Okay, sir. Now I know,
powerful
sir.
every time I say this.
Now I know, sir. I know your time is so valuable and I don't want to take too much of your time, so I only have one more last questions for the audience.
Yes, sir.
My last question, sir, is that why did you refuse to celebrate the Independence Day? Why? Why, sir?
Yes, depending on
It's a big day for all of us Americans. Don't y'all think that?
Americans during that time frame, especially for black Americans as myself and yourself, I'm assuming that you are black. Right, sir?
Yes, I'm black.
Yes.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, we're proud of Americans. But during that time frame, not everyone around the country was not proud at all because due to constraints and civil war around that time frame, I believe, was scrutiny in which all people were supposed to be all men during the time were supposed to be created equal. But alas, no one, not everyone in that time frame in the world was not equal at all, in which I, Frederick Douglass, had to proclaim and put my aspirations to the task, in which everyone, all men and women, and equal opportunity people that rise in our great country, the United States of America, shall be proclaimed free forever and ever.
Wow. I have to say it's such a blessing, as I said before, to have you on my show. Thank you so much for your time, sir. I really appreciate you, and thank you for coming.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jonathan Randolph. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, Jonathan Randolph.
Randolph, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you.
Gotcha.
Nice to meet you. All right.
All right. No, this thing is preposterous.
Yeah, that's the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right.
You like that?
Yeah,
It's nice. At
it's
least
something.
it looks nice.
It's something.
All right, let me watch you out, sir.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Okay, here we go. Gentlemen,